it's a difficult middle ground where if you're fantastic, then everyone's like, wow, you're fantastic. If you're terrible, everyone's like, oh my God, you're terrible. But if you're down in the middle, people are like, eh.
Yeah, yeah,
and, and a lot of the time in business, to be focused, you need to be down the middle, yeah,
yeah.
with things. And look, a boring presentation is the clearest sign ever that you're in the wrong job. It's the clearest sign ever
Uh-huh.
that you're in the wrong job. Because if you're not passionate about what it is that you're doing, you will fail in the end.
Yeah, yeah.
You might survive at the beginning, but you will fail at the end. And I changed a lot of my practices as a result of understanding this, where there were times in my life when I gave
Uh,
presentations and they didn't go very well. And I would think about, okay, why didn't that go very well? And and there's a tendency, which is wrong, to blame the audience. Ah, it was a bad audience, whatever.
yeah,
It's bad,
yeah.
bad content, bad material. And I I don't know at which point, but at some point I realized it's nothing to do with the audience. It's nothing to do with the material. It's about me and how much of my energy I'm prepared to invest in something because I care about it and I'm passionate about it, and I will make it work one way or another way. I'll
Uh,
make it work and I'll get it done. I'll find a way to do it, or I'll find a way to communicate it. And I've noticed myself in terms of, like, I've done lots of different kinds of presentations. Two examples. One is basic informational, motivational presentation about uh, key points in life and how to
yeah,
tweak them and change them. I've given a lot of presentations on that, and they've been average. They haven't been great. They've been
yeah.
average. And presentations on that relate to human liberty and freedom of ideas and understanding what I think is important within societies, sociology, psychology, behaviorism. I've been on fire when I talk about that.
Uh-huh.
And I think that's a realization that's what's passionate for me. That's what hits home with me, understanding those elements, understanding not just why, not just how something happens, but what's the why behind it all happening, what's the motivation, what's the mechanics of everything, is absolutely fascinating, and I can relate it to a lot of experiences
Mm.
in my life as well, and I can give practical examples of it. And um, that really matters to me, whereas I've given presentations on language and grammar, which I know upside
Yeah.
down and inside out. And this is very dry and boring. And if I
Uh,
if I get bored, I mean,
yeah.
how can I expect somebody else to be interested in something if I'm not interested in? And the example I give is like, remember when
But
you,
sorry,
yeah,
sorry that I'm jumping. But what was good that you recognized that you were boring
yes,
personally.
yeah,
Then it's for a lot of people it's hard to, I would say, evaluate personally, because everybody should evaluate all meetings, etc. Mainly with the customer, evaluate what was good, what was bad,
hmm, yep,
and it's for their personal development. Because if they recognize that they did some mistake, they should understood why they did it, and they should avoid this potential mistake for with other customers, because it, is it's bad if people are not able uh, accept that they did some mistake. But personally, you should be able evaluate personally what was good during this meeting or what was bad. And then if I don't want to use word bad, where is the area of improvement? or if something was bad, it's an
Mhm.
area of improvement. It means that for the next meeting, you should learn from the mistake, and this mistake you should use as an area for improvement, as your personal development opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. And nobody else is going to develop you but you. You're the only person that's going
Yeah.
to do that. So
Yeah.
it doesn't matter how many times I realize something. If you don't realize it, it's not going to change within you. Um, I'll give you a language note. To make a mistake, to
To make.
make a mistake.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we
Uh-huh.
can do something bad, we can do
Yeah.
something wrong, but make a mistake. Make a mistake. Yeah, it's it's the it's the interested person that becomes interesting in the presentation.
Mhm.
So if I am not interested in what is happening, if I'm not interested in the process, if I'm not interested in what is going on,
Yeah.
then there's no way at all that I'm going to be interesting for other people, because I have to be interested enough to get more information, to know more about something, to have some uh, arguments and logic within what I say, because that's what's important to me. Not just to have an opinion. Like, everybody's got an opinion,
Yeah.
but listen to this. That doesn't make you right.
Yeah.
Okay. It's not your opinion that matters. It's your experience that matters, because your experience dictates your understanding.
Yeah.
And if you have the right experience to develop the right understanding, then it doesn't matter what your opinion is, because you will be right about the topic, because it's based on your experience. Now, everyone has different experiences, so that means two people can have two different opinions, and they both be valuable, and they both
Yeah.
be correct, because that's the result. But it's when you have an opinion and you can't support it with knowledge, you can't support it with examples, you can't support it with evidence, you can't support it with experience, that opinion doesn't mean anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is why opinion is given value by saying to somebody, that's a really interesting opinion, tell me more about the foundation of it. And if the person
Yeah.
can go into more details and give more facts, then it has value. But if the person is just like, well, everybody knows it's like that. No, 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 no. We've got to look at reasons for things. And the strongest argument that I'm ever able to present to people is the argument that the argument is not my opinion. The argument is not my opinion. My opinion is irrelevant in
Mhm.
most topics and conversations. Let me give you an example for this. So when I interview people, people often ask me questions about what I think. I give them the answer. To be honest, my opinion is not important in this
Yeah.
conversation.
Okay. Yeah.